Hey Nate, welcome to your second swing analysis video. The one on the left is from the first week. The one on the right is the newest one. I'm just going to walk through a few things. I like the setup. You got the weight on the back foot, 60%. That's a good thing. Let's start rolling through. Let's look at your old swing here. I like how you're transitioning, striding into the ball. One thing I would definitely like to reiterate is that I would like to see that stride. You're starting nice, and I would like to see you maybe narrow that stance up a little bit right there so that you've got somewhere to go with your stride. That'll help you naturally stride a little bigger, because if you notice what's happening, your stride is stopping pretty short, and what's happening here is you'll notice that this left leg is never really straightening out, so that's going to cause a spin out. I like what you're working with your hips here and stuff, but what you want to do is really plant into that left leg while at the same time staying as tall as you possibly can. When you stay tall, what that's going to do is keep this from happening. And watch what I mean. See how much your head is coming down, so your head's dropping already. Let's say I'm going to put a line here for you. And, whoops, we're going to see that because that left leg is not straightening and you're not staying as tall as you can, what's happening is you see how far your head drops there, so that's a bit of a dive down, and then at the same time, then your head turns and sways over like towards me, towards the camera. So you're causing two angles that are making it a little harder for you to track the ball. And it might make you a little bit late at times, and then what'll happen is, since you're a little bit late, you're going to try to overswing, and that just compounds the problem. So stand tall, work on getting that left leg straightened out, plant, straighten, straighten, straighten as you are cranking with the hips, and that'll cause that to alleviate itself. Let's go over and look to the right. See, that's your stride has gotten. Let's compare. Your stride has gotten better. Look at that. You can see how you're getting definitely more into this hip here. Watch. On the left side, see how your legs were kind of staying like this. Now watch on the right side. It's much more, hang on. You're much more posted into this left leg. So that means you're staying taller and driving those hips. And what we're going to compare here now, this is very interesting to see, is there's the line, and now let's go back to your new swing and notice, look how much you cleaned up that head movement. That head is not dropping anymore. Let's look at the difference. Go back to the left. Look at the amount of drop versus this. So that's awesome, dude. You're putting it into play, you're listening, you're learning, and you are going to really, really start hammering the ball. The thing you need to pay attention to is, like I've said to you many times, and you'll remember, and I'll be saying it more, don't try to overswing. When you try to overswing, it kind of creates a lot of head movement, and I know where that's coming from. It's because you're trying to generate more power. You're trying to juice the ball, which is fine, but when you do that, make sure you keep your head under control, and if you want extra power, here's where you get your extra power from. Right here, bang, with the rip of the hips, and then followed up by the rip of the shoulder. As long as you're posting into this leg and you rip the hips and rip the shoulder, your head should be able to stay nice and still, and you're going to be killing the ball. Good job.